Hello, friends, and welcome to VR Verdict, episode 62, our weekly podcast where we talk about everything VR. I am PJ.
I'm Wookie.
And we would like to share VR with you. If you're listening to this and would like to share your game and or story, add or hashtag us at VR Verdict on Twitter, and we'll get back to you. For this episode, we talked to three gentlemen from Pumpkin VR Studio, working on the game Quantaar. We're pushing this out. Their Kickstarter ends on June 3rd. Definitely want to check it out. We got links in the show notes. It's a melee fighting game in VR, and if that doesn't excite you or make you curious, then what are you doing? So sit back, relax, listen to these gentlemen explain how they pull this off, and then go back it.
Yeah. I won't get long-winded again, but this was a good episode. I had fun talking to these guys. I love passion projects, and this definitely sounds like a good one. So kick back and enjoy.
If you want to hear what could get long-winded, listen all the way to the end.
I get excited sometimes. So soon.
No, that's good.
I'm just kidding.
If you're excited, then I know I'll have someone to play with.
Were you the one that backed it right before I did?
Yeah.
Because I was sitting there, I'm like, I want to say we just pushed them over $2,000, but it's going to be, a little more. And then I saw it go boop. It went up a little bit. I'm like, oh, I can get away with the middle package and still go to Starbucks. Next Starbucks, they're backed by us. Still go get a nice frou-frou coffee and not feel too bad. Just kidding.
Nice.
Enjoy the podcast. Enjoy the show.
Joining us this episode, we have Pumpkin VR Studio. We have Barry, Gareth, and Peter joining Wookie and I. How's everyone doing?
Great.
Great. We're doing great. How about you?
We're doing pretty good. Another week, another exciting game to talk about in VR. So you guys are currently working on, let me know if I say it right, Quantaar for...
Yes, Quantaar.
Right. Got it
yes.
right. You guys are currently going through a Kickstarter promotion. But before we get to all that, we like to kind of get your backstory. So I normally like to ask, what's your favorite game overall? Like, what's something you enjoyed as either a child or something you really enjoy now?
So for me, as I started to play game when I was like really young, but I always the game I'm playing is always the big title like StarCraft, Counter-Strike, Warcraft 3, or like League of Legends. And so pretty much for my the game I like, it's more like PvP type of game, like you just can play and fight immediately, and then when the match over and come there's another match kind of type of games.
Yeah. Just like beating on people is what you're saying.
Or get beat on.
Yeah.
I'm the average player though, like just a little bit better than not just at the middle, not really have like high skill, but just enjoying PvP type of gameplay.
Or you're just humble, but it's fine too.
No, I didn't. That's why we try to make our game easy, so the player like me can still enjoy. Yeah.
Gareth or Gary, you have any favorite games from the past?
Me?
Sure.
I've been playing games since like very little, from the Famicom, and then started to turn into like PC phase, and I've been playing like a lot of PC games that we had domestically developed. And I think that the game that I play, you guys might know for a long time, is the World of Warcraft.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been playing it for like nearly 10 years. And after after I graduated from college, I don't really have much time to play games. But I still have my console, like the Xbox and PS4. But we don't really have much time to finish the whole game. So
Mhm.
I have a lot of games that I purchased, but I just stack there and play for maybe like tens of hours, and I don't have more time to do that.
I hear that.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah, a lot of the game developers we talk to, most of them say, "Yeah, I don't play anymore."
Yeah, we wanted to, but we just don't. We just can't do that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
still
Very.
that's
play.
pretty much. Yeah.
Okay, so it's my turn.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, I'm Barry, and for me, I start play game since I'm very little. So uh, I think I got inspired by my brother, and he always play the Red Alert and Diablo 1 since I was just 5, 6 years old, and I start really playing game. I think it's when I was in high school and played the World of Warcraft, and I invest lots of time in it. Yeah, and after that, I got college and start to use Steam, and I really in love the with the indie game. I think my favorite
Nice.
genre of game is I think the roguelike game. I like to repeat and start again and again and getting far and strong. Think that is my gaming history. And I think me like Gareth. After I start working and buy a lot of game, like 200 game in my Steam, uh, maybe 80% game never play like 1 hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a website where you can log in with your Steam credentials, and it'll tell you like the completion time for all your games that you haven't finished. Mine's like 2,000 years, I'm sure by now. It's like stupid Steam summer sales. And
Yes.
Yeah.
a couple of you guys mentioned like, playing World of Warcraft on and off. When did that game come out? Like 2004?
Yeah.
So I've been playing that game on and off for like 15 years, 17
Oh,
years.
Oh
damn.
wow.
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there when it started. When over here when they first sold it went crazy, and the servers didn't have enough room. And the girlfriend that it was like, "You're going to be dumb for playing that. It's all you're ever going to do." And then I got it, played it, loved it, and then she wanted to play it, so I had to build her a computer. And we went back to the game store, and they said they're no longer selling any copies because it's too popular, and they have to put up servers. And then this one guy said somebody just returned
Oh
an
yeah, yeah,
unopened
yeah.
copy. Like I got like the last copy in like the entire, in our state of Wisconsin at the time. Um, because somebody returned an unopened copy because like somebody got mad that their boyfriend or girlfriend bought it or something. I'm like, this is worth its weight in gold. A lot of good
Yeah, I
memories.
remember that time.
Yeah, that was rough. Could not
Yeah,
get
that was
connected.
tough. We have to download like tens of gigabytes of the the installation program from the official website, and it
Yep.
took like half a day to do that before you can play the game. That was tough.
Yeah.
That
And
was the
my
first.
computer never liked Iron Forge. It was so
That was
chuggy for me.
that was when we first learned about the gigantic patches to fix games. We had the CDs and stuff, so we didn't have to wait for the download. Pop it in, install the game, get all set up, and then there's 4 to 8 gigs to download. And back then it was really slow. It's like, oh, I have a disc, damn it. Good times.
So how did all of you get into game development then? Are you all from the same area, or are you just friends from college? Like, how'd that come about?
Uh, um, but for my background is entrepreneurship. So for when we really get start, it's actually virtual reality. Like when we start our studio, we just that's just back in 2016. So we just that by that time, like not really, like not too many people know like what's virtual reality. Whatever you made, that's virtual reality. So so it's a good timing to get in. Um, that's why we start our studio, and then through the times goes, like for sure gaming it's one of the big part for VR. So then there's some like arcade shop come to us and say like just develop a game for us to operate at their arcade shop. So that's kind of why let us get into game industry, and then we start develop LB VR title one by one, then finally become like now it's like more like gaming studios.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is this your first like release game? Has everything else been for arcades or?
Yeah, we have three VR titles on arcade before, and also one of the VR title we licensing to the Sega in Japan,
Oh,
and
nice.
also Korea as well. And but for online, we only launch one games before just to try like if we can do the multiplayers right. So we like upload a little bit and then take it down. Because the game quality is bad because it's our first game. Yeah, like it's got some bugs and then it's not perfect done yet because we done it back in 2017. So
Mhm.
that's really like compared to now. So that's why we kind of just go there to take tasting if our multiplayer function can work. But like thankfully like it worked. So then now we focus on our title now.
Nice.
Yeah, but me and Barry, like we are the like we have the band before. We've been friends and like in college, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, we start play a band when Peter was in college, and when I think I was in high school.
Yeah.
It's a metal band.
Nice. Can you share any
You know,
music?
I'm
I would love to hear that.
you can just Google for Barry, you can Google Fletch Juicer. It's the name of the band.
Flesh
Oh, was
juicer?
Flesh
used to be.
juicer. Oh my
Used to
god,
be.
that
Yeah,
sounds awesome.
sounds brutal, but yeah, it's I used to be in that band, but now I'm just making games.
I'm just Barry.
Yeah.
I just
Oh, you have another band, right? Like the Defeated Giant.
Yes. I like the hardcore punk music and
Nice.
oh,
kind
he's
of
a
like
drummer. Yeah.
yes.
Awesome. I'm going to check those out.
Flesh juicer is one of the top names for a band I've heard in a very long time. That's funny.
Yeah, one of the brutalist name, I think.
It's brutal, but it's also, you could see a commercial for all the people making, smoothies and stuff, like on their kitchen counter, just out of meat.
Yeah.
So how did you guys decide? Was it hard to decide to go right into VR? Because that's a little more uncharted waters at that time. It still is, but even mostly back then, it was like you have to
Yeah,
have
yeah.
some courage.
Yeah, it's a tough time, but that's I think that's a VR. It's a new opportunity for indie studio. Like, cause like if we try to do like mobile games or PC game, that would be even harder. Like back in that time, so I think it's good for us to have some we still have some product and have some games on VR gaming developing experience and then stay tight and waiting for the right moment to launch our product,
Yeah.
our games. Yeah. So yeah, it's tough, but it's good time.
So the game Quantaar, you're saying is kind of like Smash Brothers in VR, where you can play first or third person.
Yes.
It looks incredible, insanely incredible. Like it looks nuts. Tell us about the game a little bit.
Yeah, appreciate. So for Quantaar, what we take as example, it's one is Super Smash Bros. The other is League of Legends. So before, because since before we are doing the location-based virtual reality, so then we have idea on creating the VR arcade machine like cabinet.
Mhm.
So it's like you put the coin in or put a bill in, then you can use joystick and button and just put out a headset and you can play our game Quantaar. But the model is a little bit like like before there's a lot of fighting games like Mortal Kombat or they all have that cabinet. So we actually build that cabinet and use and with our Quantaar we have an esport event at 2018 to have all the general public or all the esport gamer come play the Quantaar and experience the games. So the really original idea is from the arcade machine, and then by the time we set up, that's our like first milestone, because we figure if we because that's also new too. So if we can have some this kind of chaos in maybe like Dave and Buster or Sega, we can launch some chaos at there, and then by the time we launch on online, we will have a lot of credit because like people know us from the offline kind of.
Sure.
But then that's COVID is coming, so we kind of like just stop the project and go online immediately. try to research all the multiplayers and like all that stuff to edit in our game and make it become more online type of structure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think Peter really pictured this game when since we start from prototype. Because back in 2018, we finished our previous VR arcade game, and Peter told me that he want to, because we saw a lot of people suffering from learning how to play VR type of arcade game. We need to teach them how to play arcade machine. So it's like when we go to arcade shop when we play a fighting game, just smashing buttons. So, but first Peter gave me the idea of fighting game in VR. Actually, is everyone can picture it in Pumpkin Studio. So everyone thinks I think it's a bad idea, but Peter just very insist. We need to make this. He have a like a strong image, you know. So okay, so we start to build the concept and do the prototype and demo, and after I think month of develop and testing, we think it's a good idea. Yeah. So
Okay.
we keep making and put more stuff and the character and cool stuff into the game.
So what you're telling me is the same as in a band, as the game development is the same, where the drummer doesn't get a say; he just sits there and bangs it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Actually, I never think I will start get into the game development. I think I was major in director and video editing in college, and Peter in that time Peter start up with Pumpkin Studio, and he said, "Can you make some trailer for me?" And in that time, Pumpkin Studios making their first arcade game called Forbidden Z. Yeah, so
Nice.
I go to Pumpkin Studio and make the sound effect for them, and don't know why I just became their their sound designer and the game designer.
Nice.
yeah. So yeah, so for this idea, I got a lot of challenge for sure from the team and also from outside as well. Like, oh, why you doing this in VR, or like like how you going to move, and like why I just don't like we're just playing in fighting game in PC or on mobile. So a lot of it's a lot of challenge, but I think the really first time when we see the result, it's from we organize our esport event. So the players go. It's a lot of it's general publics, and they try they come out with a different combat from the character like we never expect it before, and also the audience that there they are very they are enjoying watch they play like we have the broadcast systems so that everyone are focused on the streaming gameplay, so just chilling with for the players. I think it's by that time like we know all this the like people like the games and people willing to keep playing it and they're having fun. So that's kind of give us like confidence
Yeah.
to keep rolling in.
That's smart to just kind of have it open that way and just kind of see what happens and
Yeah,
get some feedback.
Yeah, get some feedback.
So with the game, I've been looking at it all day. Like you have a bunch of characters and maps. I'm kind of curious. Like you have, it's just a fighting game, but you say there's co-op. Like how explain like how the different modes work in the game.
So the really first idea is just focus on fighting, and then when we start the esport, we figure out like 2v2 it's much more fun because you got to try a lot of different like you can cover each other and more team play sort of. And then because since a third person view type of PvP now in VR, it's still I don't think that's a thing now, like because it's not too many this type of game. So we have idea that like Rocky League, like there's a soccer mode, like we just put the soccer at the middle, and then the fighter can go hit each other and try to score the soccer in the bucket, so become like soccer type of games. So that's also one game mode would be working on as well. So the idea at the future, probably we will, if we succeed in the beginning, probably will be like like Red Room. They have a lot of different function, but focus on first players experience. But us is more like third person experience, but different type of game mode.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think when we start Quantaar, we just image this game is like a melee game. And first time we saw the co-op possibility is really in the esport game. We saw because we make the team fighting mode, and we saw the player really do some cool combos and some co-op stuff in the esport. So after that, we start to making our character more like Overwatch and League of Legends. We put 4 classes on our character to make them more like a different position. Like we have fighters that can do really good melee combo and the damage. And we got the shooter, so you can always do the damage from the distance. And we got the modulator. Modulator is the new class, I think. A new how can I call that? New genre or a new position. So we put some buff in the game. Before that, we don't have. So now we have some character that can maybe block the projectile and maybe buff the speed or the damage in the game. Yes.
Nice.
So now we really want this game can. Oh, sorry. My screen just go black. I thought I thought my PC is dead. Okay. So yeah. So we really want to make this game more co-op possibility. Yes.
Yeah, you just shared a trailer, and there it seems like there's boss fights and whatnot. Like how does this
Oh,
all work?
Yeah,
that was not a boss fight. That is the one of the ultimate skill of our character.
Okay.
You
Wow.
saw the giant tree man, right?
Yeah, it's awesome.
yeah,
But we
yeah.
really
So
trying to make different mod, like after the melee mod and team fight mod, we make the soccer game mod in the prototype. We still testing it, and it's really fun, but we didn't put it in the game. Now maybe we'll have after.
That sounds great. I love just having options of like PvE and PvP. People I know that have VR headsets, just trying to get everyone in a game at the same time takes a lot of effort. So just being able to kind of have one or two people play something and enjoy it is really great. And then if you do happen to get the full group together, then you can just pound on each other that
Yeah.
way.
Yes.
When I watched a video of it, it reminded me of an old Dreamcast game called Power Stone.
Yep.
I think.
Yeah, Power Stone.
Oh,
yeah.
oh,
Yeah, we used to play the hell out of that game. So, like PJ said, it's like Smash Brothers in VR, and I was like, oh, that's sweet. Used to love Smash Brothers. Then I looked at it, I'm like, this is giving me a weird, like deja vu. What is this like? And then I'm like, oh my god, this is Power Stone.
Yeah.
So I got
Peter said-
excited.
Peter told me when we go to the Peter 那个你去参加那个游戏展是
like Taipei game show. I think we realized our games look like Power Stone like after we got people telling us, and then I just go like go check like what's Power Stone. It's like yeah.
That's not an insult or a slam. That is like
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
good thing.
compliment of the
it's-
highest degree. Because
Yeah, it's really good games.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
I can see from a video though. Yeah.
we have this game in Taiwan, but it's not Power Stone. It's a game made by Japan called this name. I don't know how to pronounce this, but it's really like a Power Stone
Get
like game,
amped?
and I play it a lot. Yes, in junior high school. So first time Peter told me the concept of Quantaar. This game is my first, I think, the image and the model. So we really put some. Yeah, we really do it like this.
it's I can't see exactly like how the gameplay is gonna go. Like I love the videos I see, but when I'm looking down like the rune system on your Kickstarter page,
Yeah.
you have like the little looking shield block with like a spider icon on it and all these things. Like this is really well done. Like I'm gonna have to kickstart back you guys because I want to play this.
Yeah, because me
Yeah.
and Peter love to play League of Legends back in time. So when we developing this game, we develop the avatar different. We have, I think, first time we have 4 different skin for the avatar, but in the select part, we don't know why we need to select this avatar in the arcade game, because I can't even see my character what's look like.
Right?
So I think that's not work. I need to give them a purpose, you know. So I think maybe we can, because there just 4 different skins. So I think maybe we can do some rune stuff, give the different skins some buff, and turns out it's a player love it. Player love to choose the best avatar for the buff. So we think, yeah, maybe we can do more and more complete rune system in our game.
Nice.
It is kind of weird because like a regular, Xbox or whatever PC game when it's third person, you got to spend a lot of time on that character, but in VR, you just have hands. Doesn't matter. Players are weird. We're weird.
What other additions like in the game is there? It looks like maybe there's a lounge to kind of hang out in.
Yeah, that part it's it's more it's a little bit take it from the like a rec room because
Sure.
in our setup every player have their own spaceship, and in the spaceship, in your own spaceship you also will have some like toys like guns or like other type of tools to just having fun at the first player view. And also we have the like music player that you can play different music in your spaceship. And then you can ideally is that you can take the toys to the like the virtual bar, and you can use that to interact with others
cool.
like friends. Yeah, so that's the like other function for people like don't want to play the game but still want to be inside the games.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's really cool to have, trophies or awards that you unlock, and then you can actually take them to the social place and do stuff with them. It's pretty neat.
Yeah, we want
Yeah.
this game can be replayable, and also we want them to gain like more like virtual stuff every time they play the games or they log in, kind of. Yeah.
Again, we're just looking at your Kickstarter as well, like, and it says exploration. What do you guys have in that aspect in the game for exploration? Because that's one of my favorite things, is just to go in a game, look around, and kind of get lost.
Let me check.
So now we have 3 different area in the beside the fighting game. So we have the spaceship area, so you can do things like Peter just say. You can chill out and use the interface to build up your rune and play with the VR interactive toys and bring it to the, I think it's a bar, to social and interact with other players. And we have another area is a mining space. So we want player can really spend a lot of time in the game. But VR game is really hard for the player to play a game and keep wearing the headset. I think
Yeah.
harder to play like over 30 minutes. So we want but we want the player keep coming back to play the game. So we have a mining system, so player can go to the mining area and use the interactive item to play a little game to collect the the money in the game.
Hmm.
So they will have the motivation to back in the game, because every 2 days the mining area will full. So you got many bonus and money to collect.
That sounds cool.
But I'll say all the developing time, like most of our developing is focused on character like skill set and how to make their ultimate look cool, and from the coding spec to make it to like we have the character like him like freeze the time, or you can like they can actually cut the screen. So we have like other like some crazy ultimate that been using on VR or on the heroes. But yeah, so that's the most of our time spent on to make the character look cool and fight cool.
Yeah,
I
looking
think
at your
these
characters they're really cool designs. And sorry, what
like
you gonna say something?
I like Chaos, the character, by the way.
Yeah.
There's never
Chaos
any kind of
Ultimate
reason for riot. What was that?
Chaos the Chaos Ultimate is really cool, and Chaos have a special abilities when his health get low, he will be more strong.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, it
Berserk.
will be more
Will
faster and more
yeah,
stronger.
even the combo will be different.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah, the fights look a little nuts. Like, how do you keep track of everything that's going on? Because, admittedly, if we go back and talk about like Smash Brothers, I was the biggest fan of the one on the N64 because it was a little more toned down. I was better at like my own reflexes, and then you go to like the later ones, and the screen zooms way out, and there's way too many people and all this stuff going on, and my brain's like, I just want to beat that guy up. And there's like 6 other guys I got to worry about. How does that work? Is it just chaos? Like, not the character chaos. Is it just madness throughout the whole fight? Because it looks like a fun, explosive time.
Yeah, so for the fighting gameplay, we really do it like player can do some cool combo, but it's hard to learn. Like the classic fighting game, you need to know how to jump, mid hand, low kick, and something. You really
Make the
complex
Hadouken.
to do a like a super damage combo. But
Mhm.
we make it like every character they have 2 A or B different attack, and you can do the A combo and the B combo. But when you long press the attack, that will become a charge attack. And the charge attack is like the skill of the character, like in the League of Legends, when you press Q or W or kind of thing. So it's really easy to play with just 2 key of for the fighting, but you can combine with different combination to do different moves, like jump A or jump B will do the air attack, so you can move your character fastly or back into the field when you got knocked out. And the long press will have the charge, and the charge attack normally will be some powerful skill, and but it's a high risk because you spend time to charge, so
Right.
other character can easily to close to you and beat you up. Yes. So and when you press A and B together, you will spend 1 ultimate power to use the super move. Yeah. So super move is even cooler than charge attack. And when you got collect 4, I think when you full of ultimate power, you can activate the ultimate. And we put a lot of effort on the ultimate skill because we want to when we develop this game, we don't have too many VR kind of stuff in the game. So we think we really need to make this ultimate more VR. So you can see in the trailer, when there's a character will fly beside you and use the giant Kamehameha with your camera. Yes, so many character will have some VR different kind of fun stuff when you activate the ultimate. Like the chaos, he can aim the butt and will have a giant hand from the ground. And we have a character called Spicy, so she can fly into the sky. You can use a different angle of the view, so you are like the 那叫什么？空中。
Helicopter.
Yeah, like in a helicopter and use the minigun to blast the field. It's really
Shoot
cool.
the
Insane.
ground. Yeah.
Nice.
That sounds like a riot. I like it. You said Kamehameha, is that like the Dragon Ball Z attack? Like the Hadouken? I said, yeah, like I got it, but I'm like, wait, PJ and the listeners, I don't know if they would know that. Maybe
Yeah.
everybody
The official name of the move, the skill is like blast wave. Blast wave.
last week. Gotcha.
So yeah, it's like Dragon Ball Z. So you aim by you aim by the headset. Like when you like see right, then you aim into tools right, and so when you focus on one character, then you can keep like make damage to that character.
Yeah, I just get.
Yeah.
I gotta stop watching videos because I just get sucked in. It's like so
I wanna-
far.
I want to make those big nuke explosions like you got in some of those clips. Like that looks fantastic. That's great.
Yeah.
How many characters do you guys have currently, or planned, or whatever you want to call it?
So for the first we have 8, but now currently developed to around like 12. But
Nice.
we still have to tasting it. But we try to have more and more character, like to make the games more fun. Yeah.
Okay.
But for first launch probably 8
Nice.
to 12. Yeah.
And like you mentioned classes earlier, is there like 4 classes total?
Yes, but the classes is more like we give the fighter class character more good on melee fight, and we have the shooter class. So shooter class will always counter the fighter because fighter is not many the skills to close to the shooter. So we have another class called assassin. So assassin character will have more and very OP skill to get close to other character. Like we have a character called Captain Fury. He can when he use the charge attack, he will grab a character from the distance and grab it to near him, so he can use
Close the range,
combo.
close the gap.
Yeah.
Nice.
And
That's
we
good
have
strategy.
a character. Yes, good strategy. And in the upper side, we have a character. Another assassin is called Shadow Sun. He's a ninja. So
Yeah, he looks
when
cool.
he do a combo, he will make a mark on you. So when you got the mark and he use the charge attack, he will slash and teleport to your side.
Hmm.
I think what Barry is trying to explain is that every class has its natural enemy that
Oh,
is
okay.
designed to conquer
Yep.
to fight with each other. For example, like the fighter class champions, they only have like close combat skills. But for like ranging, for shooter type of champion, they have like ranging skills that can shoot from far away. So you don't have you can prevent the fighter champion to come close to you and to damage you.
It's awesome.
So that's kind of that's the idea of how they design the classes.
Like the
Yeah, we
paper
want-
rock scissors thing. Everyone has a natural weakness and a natural strength.
Yes.
Yes, it's a kind of balance.
And then you have a gingerbread man riding a gummy bear. That's just
Yeah.
fucking awesome.
Yeah, that was good.
No, that's a character.
I like the moderator class. It says they're kind of like support and everything. A lot of times in games, I'll do that stuff where I'll just like destroy anybody's plans. Like I can't kill you and you're probably not going to kill me, but I can ruin your day, but you just can't get close to my teammates. That's usually how that or assassin
Yeah.
stuff. So I like that you guys put that stuff in there. Because admittedly, like I said, with like newer Smash Brothers titles, I can't tell what the heck is going on. There's too much stuff. But I'll just make, meteors come down or do whatever. I'll just sit in the back and just try to make it all. If it's already a mess, just make it worse. It's really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think in VR, like you actually see more clearly though, like compared to PC, because in PC it's like when the fighting game and it's a lot of player playing, you got a lot of character in that tiny screen. Like everyone shared the screen.
Mhm.
but in VR, like you can focus on your character, and it's like 360 view, so easy to track your character. Like let's just stay focused. And I think also like when we start to most of our map is interactive, so there's some map that like some pieces will disappear, you have to jump around, or there's some like something inside the map. But when we see um like the player who like keep playing the game, they turn to play like no interactive map, like
Yeah.
PK type of map, just stay on the fight.
Right.
So that's also something we discover. So then we have the map with no interactive function as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're right about like the VR helping, because that's why earlier when I was saying, my brain kind of went to Power Stone, is because like Smash Brothers and a lot of those flat 2D games, you can have 3D platforms, but it's mostly, like I said, zoom out and you get too many people. And what I liked about the Power Stone, what I like about what this looks like, is you get a better viewpoint. You get a better angle. You can see all the stuff going on. So I think that might help me out.
Yeah.
So I like that. Still looks like chaos. I love this.
Yeah.
Are you guys aiming to do like Quest and Steam release at the same time? Like, what are your plans as far as systems go?
That's our stretch goal from Kickstarter. But
Okay.
from our milestone, like because since we developed this game at 2018, so it's by then like we don't have standalone headset. But since Quest launch, we always want to launch on standalone. But just now we will be focused on Steam first, and then remodeling like all the model and make it also available for Quest and Quest 2.
Okay.
So that's always been our goal, to make like maximum players to play our games. Yeah.
Makes sense.
And then will be crossplay, like if we can make it, because it's just too many platforms.
Yeah, that's got to be one of the trickier parts too, I would imagine.
Yeah. And there's
Yeah,
a
but it's-
PlayStation too.
If you nail that crossplay, that would be amazing. But
Yeah.
any plans to make like Chai Chai the mascot merchandise? Because I'm looking at your little photo of you guys. There's a little dog named Chai Chai. And I want a plush Chai Chai, like a little soft.
Yeah, he's pretty cute. He caught my eye too.
Yeah.
他问说有没有要做彩彩的周边商品这样。
Sure. Why not? Yeah.
I would buy one. Just a little skinny Chai Chai.
Yeah, we'll probably make all the character have the Chai Chai skin as well.
At least a hat. Just a hat, maybe.
Yeah.
Whatever you can do.
Yeah.
So we're recording this episode on May 10th, and as of May 10th, you have 23 days for the Kickstarter.
Yeah.
How nerve-wracking is it to watch that? Do you guys look at it every day, or do you like, I'm not looking at that until the end of the run, or?
I pretty much watch it every day, but like since like we're now getting a little bit slow, I'm young like just checking, but I still check every day. But because we kind of launch Kickstarter and start building community at the same time.
Okay.
So that's why we didn't have the first boost from like a lot of successful campaign. Like they haven't been community been like half years or years to have a lot of like trailers or material going on. For us, just like kind of go straight to the Kickstarter and start to release some stuff from Twitter or from Rec Room. But I think from the feedback from Twitter or from not from Rec Room, from Reddit. So I think the feedback from Reddit and also on Twitter still give us a lot of confidence, because we saw a lot of players they require to see like think the game is fun and they really want to play like sort of common. Still give it a lot of confidence to stay tight and keep pushing ourselves. Yeah.
Sure. I just hope like I was always curious. We've talked to a couple of people that have done Kickstarters, and it seems to kind of affect your mental health some days.
Yeah, just kind of I mean, focus on the good thing. Yeah.
Good attitude. If that's successful, what are you looking at for like a release window? Are you doing like a what's it called when they my brain just stopped. Like I know you have alpha and betas planned with a Kickstarter, but do you have like what is it I'm trying to say, Wookie? Like
DLC update?
no, the
Roadmap?
a roadmap, but when you kind of release it and then just kind of work on it as you go type of thing.
Like
No,
the official release date?
that too. I was curious if you're looking to have sorry, my brain is just off right now.
Yeah. I
When
mean,
you're trying to
yeah.
like on Steam, when the game is out but it's not released and you're just kind of working on it, like a community build or
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
development journal or like development, notes that share with the community. Is that what you're trying to say?
like a early access type thing, I think is what I was trying to say.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
Pre-order?
No, early access where the game is out, you're still working on it, but you're letting the people play it and just kind of give you community and you're like community feedback.
Yeah. Well, we will do that too. I
Okay.
think. Yeah, that's also in the
test?
plan too. I think the priority for us now is to maximum the community base, like just give more people to know we here, like there's a game like called Quantaar and come try and experience, because it's like, I mean, in the end it's still the multi online player type of game, so it's really depends on players. Like if there's more players, easy to find the match, and then you will, like in the match you will have fun. So so the priority now is just to gain the community basis, to have more people to know us, kind of. And then since we build up the community, then we can start to plan the right time to for the like pre-launch or just experience like early access for our games, kind
Okay.
of.
Sorry, it took me like 20 minutes just to get the word.
Early
I already
access.
lost it again.
Early
access
access, you bastard. Well, I think this looks great. I just backed you guys, so I just pushed you over $2,000. You're over $2,000. So I'm on Team Pumpkin. So I want this to work.
Thank you. Yeah.
I'm going to be the worst player. I'm going to be enjoying every minute of it. Early access, PJ.
Yeah. It's been a day. I'm sorry.
I thought Barry nailed it with roadmap. I'm like, bingo.
Yeah.
Like,
roadmaps are awesome. Like that's really helpful for Kickstarter. I've seen some without a roadmap. I was like, I don't know what I'm buying.
Yeah, roadmap is important for the community.
Yeah.
I mean, you probably have, 1 million people in Discord servers telling you exactly how they want you to make the game. And you're like, 80% of that's already planned, but thank you.
Have you guys, you mentioned with the arcade versions and, open to the public playing and stuff. Have you had a lot of good feedback type stuff in your Discord and Reddit or?
Yeah, for that, like when we run the offline operation like event, we'll have like survey, just like a QR code, have them to scan before they play, or though after they play. just force them to come up to give us some feedback. But and then the feedback it's great. Like that's kind of, and some will give us some feedback on like game adjustment kind of. So we we get a lot of feedback from the arcade machine as well. But just when still a little bit different compared to now, because since using the arcade cabinet, so your headset not able to move free like now you can at the online
Right.
version. Yeah.
Yeah.
So and also the play have to be as easy as possible for, because a lot of people that come to play the arcade machine, that's probably the first time they experience VR, so they
Yeah.
don't know what's going on. They just but they know joystick and button, so the game function will be more easier for them to pick up the games. But
That's
still, yeah,
that is really intelligent actually, because a game like this, you would think, just for people that haven't tried VR, looking at those videos, just wondering what that would be. 'Cause I've been in VR
Yeah.
plenty, and I look at the videos, I'm like, how is this going to work? But
yeah.
just for like the fighting and stuff, just to have it third person in VR, I think that's really smart. And then have like the separate VR areas and activities, like you were saying.
Yeah. So yeah, so I mean, there's really a lot of challenge. Like also we've been challenged every day in the like inside the team as well. Like how to make this more VR, or is this possible? Because it's a lot of game function. It's like innovation type of gameplay or game development. So like we don't have um a lot of example to look with. Just kind of try and see how it goes. Yeah.
Nice. Well, I love like the innovation of VR. So when you guys are working on stuff that's new, and like you said, there's no one to compare to like really say how should we do this. I think that's awesome. I can't wait to see what happens.
Yeah, it will be soon. It'll be super soon. Like, yeah, for sure. We will send you guys the Steam key first, so you guys can experience before and see like how it is.
Oh, nice.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
We'll have extra keys then because we both backed it. So
Sure.
giveaways are always
Yeah.
good, though.
Yeah.
Well, I want to play it as soon as possible, so no pressure.
Yeah.
So when you guys are going through this, and I know game development is its own thing, but with a Kickstarter going, like, are you guys sleeping at all? Are you taking care of yourselves? Like,
I think like for me it's when it get closer to like pre-alpha or alpha or get or launch, I think the stress will keep going up. I just keep going up and up and up, and when the day you'll release, and then the stress probably will, I hope and I wish, probably will go away.
I think it would not.
yeah, the depending, like, I hope you guys don't have a lot of like launch bugs or anything, but that's like probably the most stressful, I would think.
Yeah, I can imagine. But yeah, I mean, like at least like you start to really get the feedbacks from the gamer. Like you get the positive, you can get the negative, but like you're not, just for now it's like more like just fighting alone by ourselves and try to make it like launch. But at least like at the when we start to facing the gamer, we'll be have more like real stuff.
Yeah.
from I think everything. Yeah. But so far so good. Like we are, yeah, we're good. Yeah.
And it looks like I'm just trying to like pimp the Kickstarter here, but you have an extra player skin for those that back. Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. The metal hat skin.
Looks cool. Again, for anyone listening, we'll be sharing links to all the Kickstarter and everything we've talked about. So
Yeah. When we come up with that skin, Barry's like, we shouldn't come up with that skin. Like I mean, he's like this avatar skin should go like not only for the baker but also for other as well, because this is too
Yeah.
cool.
Metal
Yeah.
music is for everyone.
That's right.
Yeah, I agree.
Exactly, right? Yeah.
Awesome. Nothing like a mohawk on a robot. Well, guys, it's great having you. Great talking to you. Your Kickstarter ends June 3rd. So anyone listening,
Yeah.
there's time. Go check it out. Click the links in the show notes here. Otherwise, just Google Quantaar and you'll see a lot of craziness, a beautiful craziness, I'll call it. But like I said, Wookie and I backed it. I can't wait to see how this works, because from you guys explaining it and just watching the videos, it's exciting, because it's not Smash Brothers, but Smash Brothers is one of my top favorite games ever, and this mixed with the Power Stone feels is just something awesome in my book.
I don't play too many fighting games. I think we lost Gareth there, but
Oh no.
like Soul Calibur, any like Power Stone, and all that stuff. But I haven't played like a good fighting game in a really long time because of the internet. Distance between people, and that's just how it is. I'm really looking forward to having this be like my return to the fighting game thing, because I can't play the 2D fighters anymore. Once you played one in 3D,
Yeah.
I can't do the Street Fighter. It's fine, but it's like I'm gonna like sidestep, come around, and hit you in the back, and it doesn't really work well in 2D. And this is just my style. Soul
Yeah.
Calibur's fun, but it's a little too stuck to the ground. I like this. I like the jumping. I like the taking up the 3D space. It's gonna be a hoot.
And Wookie and I are brothers, and we've, like I said, he lives in the south, I live in the north. We've been away from each other a long time, so we need something to get in digitally and just punch each other. We missed that from growing up and playing Street Fighter and Smash Brothers and all that. So this will help.
I can't kick his chair over. So, if any listeners are not sure what we're talking about, if you missed out on Power Stone, and if you have anything on Smash Brothers or anything like that, you owe it to yourself just to at least look at the Steam page for this, if not just the Kickstarter, because this is going to be something good. Don't miss out.
Appreciate for you guys.
Yeah. So, is there any parting words or pleas you'd like for anyone listening to this? Like anything you want to pitch to them, or one last, hey, come check this out type of thing?
Yeah, definitely come check us out. Like we've been waiting for this whole moment for like a really good long time. Like we started 2016, so it's like almost 5 years to
Wow.
finally launch a right games that we've been prepared for so long. And also this is also the game I love too. Like I play with every time like we have an event. I play with all the general public. It's fun, and so we can wait for it finally launch to have all of you guys to come enjoy and come to explore our games. Yeah, can't wait.
I can't imagine working on something for that long and then it finally it's coming to an end. Like my child's being born.
Yeah. Almost like working on the like medical industry. Yeah.
Nice.
What do you do when it's done? Like, now what do you do with your lives here? It's complete.
I mean, like we for the ideally it will be like League of Legends, so we keep uploading more character and more map, and make it the game will be like the operation operated and it's alive. We have like more update in I think like once a month or something like that.
Yeah,
So keep like have more player come and then make this Quantaar world become bigger and bigger, fun and more fun. Yeah.
awesome. Can't wait. All right. Well, we'll cut it there. So thanks for showing up, guys, and talking about
Yeah,
it.
this is good.
Yeah.
A lot of
Thanks,
fun.
PJ. Thanks, Uki.
Very appreciate for invite us for this podcast.
Yeah.
Anytime.
For our very first time podcast.
I mean, whole English.
Yeah.
You guys did great.
I'm really nervous.
We
You
do
guys
our
did great.
best.
We consider ourselves royal, like in the presence of royalty, with Flesh Juicer on board. Somebody, drummer.
I mean, like, yeah, if it's at night, I probably would drink some beer or whiskey to make.
We could have done this
Yeah.
on a weekend morning on our time, and you guys could have been, hammered. That would have made it more comfortable. But
No, but it's good. It's good. Yeah.
you guys did better at English than PJ.
Yeah. I had sat there for ever trying to think of early access. You know that thing they do with the games?
Things with the games,
Yeah.
joysticks, chords, cartridges.
Yeah, I hope the Kickstarter goes well, and if you guys want to come back before or after launch, or if we can do anything else, just let us know. We're more than willing to help, because once we see
Good.
something we like I'll do anything to help from where I am, that to get the word out. So
Yeah. Appreciate. Yeah. Thanks for having us.
anytime.
Thank you guys for having us.
Yeah,
Yep.
thanks for coming out.
Right. So probably see you guys soon. I think next will be like for you guys to experience our game. Now we will work on the development part.
Awesome.
Go back to
We're
work.
cheering for you.
Thank you guys again.
Yeah, have a good day in the future.
Yeah. Have a good day. Bye.
Have a
See
good
ya.
night. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
See you, Peter.
you.
See you,
Thanks.
see you, Barry.
Bye.
All right, talk to you. Bye.
I'm gonna go check out your music.
Oh yeah, check the music.
You
Music
can
is
you
awesome.
can search my another hardcore punk band is called Defeat the Giant.
I have that written down.
Defeat the
Flesh
Giant.
Juicer and Defeat the Giant.
Yes.
Nice. Have a good day, guys.
All right. Have a good day.
All right,
Bye.
talk to you. Bye.
Okay, PJ, bye.
See ya.
Bye, man.
Well, listeners, that was Pumpkin VR Studio working like hell to make their dream a reality in the game Quantaar. Working on it for 5 years, that still blows my mind.
Well, ideas with small
time.
teams, you can start out, you could be working on something for 10 years. And I don't know if that's the case with these guys, but you might pick up a little traction for a while. And then once you have, resources, room in the day, room in the budget, get a couple of friends. That's the definition of a passion project. So like you were telling them, once you kind of, we get our eyes on something we like, it's kind of like, how do we help? It's like, I get maybe I go a little too far. Like now I feel like I want to be part of this team. I don't have any call to the team,
Yeah.
but it's like, how do I help them get this out? Because I want to play it, and I want to play it with fun people. So
that was one of the questions that my mind just lost. I was going to ask them, when you develop that far, that many years, and all these new things in like the VR realm pop up, like, and we've talked to other studios about it before. Like, how do you pick what to, like, do we have to adopt that and change things, or we can ignore that for now? That's just got to be a lot of thought and a lot of process. Like,
yeah, some insights to that stuff are like, if you just look up like Rockstar Development Studios, like sticky notes, you'll see like project management boards, how they're planning out all their story stuff. And it's just like the most sticky notes you'll ever see on a wall in your life. And to think of like one of those being like, those are stories and quest lines and, conversation, things and choices. But like, if you think of each one of those as like a development tree, it could take you, a month to figure something out. Like just like the core mechanic, this might be fun. It could take you a month just to figure out how to get that in the game, then how to fit it with the rest of the stuff, or just a month to figure out how to get it to work, and then fit it into the game, and then get it. Like it could take you 3 months to get something just to be testable.
Yeah.
And then if it doesn't work, like it doesn't fit with the rest of the game, like it's a cool idea, just the execution doesn't fit. You could save it for a different game, but it's, pulling that 3 months right back out of the game. It's, there's got to be tons of stuff like that on different scales.
Yeah.
Over 5 years, like how much like that dash racing game, like that looked pretty polished. It was still early access when we tried it way back when. But then
like a year ago.
yeah. But then I saw like earlier screenshots of it, and it was like, like a PS1 game.
Yeah.
But the version we played was like, way, it's like a Switch game. It's like way newer, way like how many iterations? Like how long have they been working on this stuff?
They just added 2 maps.
That game is fun. Not for the queasy, but like those long-term projects, the passion projects, like I feel for guys if they got I don't know how many people on the development team, but like it's got to be heartbreaking because like over and over, like how many things you just don't work out. You gotta pick and choose, you gotta prioritize, you gotta have the mental bandwidth to be able to do that, to take a fresh objective look. That's nuts. So kudos to small game devs. They're saving the industry because the big game devs aren't doing it. They're not saving the industry. They're just recycling stuff. Yeah. They're squeezing it.
Yeah. But for all you guys listening to this, check out Pumpkin VR Studios. There'll be links to their website, Twitter, the Kickstarter. If nothing else, check out their Kickstarter and just look at some of the stuff they have going on. Like, it's really neat.
Yeah, just take a look at the characters. Like, there's, some definite, like I said, passion projects. There's some definite talent there. There's some really neat, how the characters look. Like the, what was the name of that one that did the Captain something? I think I closed the tab.
F-Zero?
Captain Fury, I think it was. Like a little cat pirate guy with a giant anchor on his back. I mean, they just look cool. So if anybody out there's listening that needs to get a refresher, try to find an old copy of Power Stone and just give it a play and just be like, if you haven't played games from back then, if you're younger, just try to imagine yourself like what could this game turn into? And I think this is like the final evolution of it, or the current evolution of games like that, because it's jumping, fighting in a 3D space. It looks like they're gonna have props that you can use. And in that Power Stone game, you'd be grabbing boxes and crates and chucking them at each other, and just craziness. Like anything that was in there was fair game, as far as I remember. Like it's a kind of a hectic hoot. Like this one is a little more like explosion stuff going on. So that's where the Smash Brothers stuff comes in for me. Like I can't tell what the hell's going on that screen, but I still want to throw stuff in it. So, if you're not a big fighting game person, please, look up some videos of Power Stone and some videos from these guys. It's going to bring me back to the fighting game. I've lost most of my interest in fighting games, but this looks like something different. So, I'll shut up about it. But
I'm lucky that Beth will humor me with some Smash Brothers once in a while if I give her a partner and turn my damage way up. Because some days I'll just go on and I'll turn on like 9 bots, set them all to like high, and just duke it out.
Yeah,
but you can't play it online because the lag is just bad. You can't fight.
That's the bad part. Like we've done the old N64 game online with emulators, and it used to hit us, I think, and it was fun. But like the newer Smash Brothers just aren't my bag. Like my favorite Smash Brothers time of all was like our friend, like with Brazen, me, and you, and I was sitting there drinking a soda, literally one hand, using the N64 controller with the other one. And because that game was overpowered with the block and the grab being on the same button, I was rolling around, passing you guys, grabbing you and throwing you both off the edge while drinking a soda and laughing at you. Like that's just, I am all about like the small town, like agility stuff, like the small compact area thing. Like I excel at that, but when it gets too big and crazy, it just loses me. So I can't, like, if the new Smash Brothers didn't lag online, I would be up to try it. But it's also, I get easily frustrated. Like, let me back on the damn level. You got like 60 bots, throwing you off and stuff. But
yeah, that's why I like with Quantaar here with the different classes and actually like spelled out, because like Smash Bros, kind of has classes and stuff, but it's not like you have to figure it out. This is a little more user friendly, where it's like this guy will, do well against this guy and not against this guy type of thing.
Yeah,
So,
the paper rock scissors kind of setups are really nice. I think there's what classes they have: fighters, heroes. They have assassins, moderators, fighters, and shooters. Maybe they'll come up with more. But then they all fit that kind of role, and I like that each character expands on it. And it sounds like it's got that simple gameplay. And again, I'm dating myself again by saying N64 so much, but like I miss simplicity and controls. Like if you go back and readers or listeners, sorry, if you just humor me for a second, but like I'm going to bring in the word Mario Tennis because like that game had the most simple controls, but it was like a hoot. It was a blast because like you hit A or B, it would be different hits. Like again, you're just playing tennis, not too complicated. But then if you like hit A first and hold it down and then rolled your thumb on to B, it would do like a different like high move with like a low shot. Or if you hit B and then rolled your finger to A, you'd like trying to like you just slam it right down in front of the net kind of thing. 2 buttons, 4 different combos, hours of laughs because you didn't know where you needed to position. You had to be on your toes. It felt kind of like a real tennis match. I don't even care about tennis, just Mario Tennis.
Yeah.
And when they were talking about, you hit the A button, it's got the charge. Well, those are all simple game mechanics. But then when you watch those videos, there's definitely more stuff going on. So it's going to be what I think is going to be, the easy to pick up. Like I said, you can just use those 2 buttons and kill everybody if you wanted to. But then when you get more into it, like there's probably going to be a lot of depth to unlock in the classes and bigger attacks, how to do the attacks. Like you said, how to do the combos. Like, the first time you do a Hadouken or some crazy thing in, Street Fighter, like the whirlwind kicks, so you can quarter circle back and forward and up and the tiger uppercuts and crap. There's going to be definite like learning curve there. So that's kind of fun. And then trying to figure out when and how to use those on all the different situations. It's a lot of thinking. It's a thinking man's game suddenly instead of just a fighting game. Cause that's what I was like. I lost it when it was just like fighting, too much thinking ruins it for me because I'm simple. But then, if it's just straight fighting, it gets a little boring. So I think I'm hoping this is like a good fit right in the middle for me. I backed it anyway. Like, they deserve it. That's my extended take on it. Sometimes I get a little long-winded when I get excited, but
All right.
you can see the quality here.
3 words: gummy and cookie. That's all I got.
Yeah. Cook. Gingerbread. I was looking at right when you said that too. Gingerbread guy riding a gummy bear, and it's like they could be tasty. You don't know. They're gonna beat your ass anyway, or whatever the explanation is. That's funny.
All right, everyone. Thanks for listening, hanging out. Check out the links in the show notes to all this. I think you'll like it.
Yeah, if we do get keys for giveaways and you feel like joining us, stay tuned, stay connected to Twitter. We'll try to get you out there. I'm very excited about this. And I want to play with you guys.
Thanks again for everyone for listening. I'm BJ.
I'm Wookie.
And this was our VR Verdict.